Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to IIP's second webinar after a successful first session on 27th April 2020 on how to stay digitally connected with customers and staff during lockdown by Mr. Paresh Mishra, Senior VP, Marketing of SL World Leisure Private Limited, with 100 participants plus many more who could not participate due to capacity limitation. Well, this time we have increased our capacity and we are expecting over 200 participants. I think we have already crossed 120 as of now and more are expected to join in. Okay, now amidst the prevailing chaos and confusion with the lockdown, one thing we must all be worried as park operators and manufacturers of equipment is how to safely keep the facility shut down so that when we go back, everything is in good shape and ready to use. Keeping the facility shut down is a big task. And today we have Mr. Anuj Sareen, who is going to speak on man and machine safety in times of lockdown at parks, ICs, and manufacturers. Mr. Anuj Sareen is a state-of-the-art leading manufacturer in the industry with 3 decades of expertise in amusement and water park manufacturing operations across continents. A leader, a trainer, a manufacturer with engineering skills, par excellence with futuristic global vision, Director IIP 15 years, has substantially contributed towards the growth of the industry. He has also been former head and chairman of Northern Region for various committees like safety and training. And one of his key initiatives have been formulating standards with BIS. We welcome him and look forward to hear from him from his vast experience in the industry. Mr. Anuj Sareen.
Thank you, Razi. Thank you very much for the great introduction. Welcome everybody. Dear all, welcome to this second session which is online by IIP. I'd like to thank all board members and chairmen, sir, for organizing this online session for the benefit of its members. As we all know, the parks have been shut and closed since mid-March, and most of us in India have been doing very marginal business since November 2019, the last peak season. Actually, the park rides have been shut for over 40 days. These parks and machines are designed for being regularly used with more than 70% load capacities to give best results. Unfortunately, the scenario has not been as desired, and probably this would have been for the first time ever that after opening our facility, it's been shut for such a long time. I really pray and wish such time don't ever come in our lives. Sitting at home, we might not have realized that the weather has changed and temperatures outside have increased drastically. Trees have started shed their leaves. Would have been a routine. Our concerned department would have been taking care of the same on day-to-day basis. The raw material at our works would have been consumed on a regular basis without any threats. And even if we had threats, there would have been people around to take care, but the conditions are different this time. In such conditions, we need to take extra care, precautions, and measures during lockdown. As there has been no immediate relief for the industry and no dates announced, and anticipation is that nothing much could be expected on 3rd May as well for tourism and amusement industry. I suggest the following need to be taken care of during lockdown, if not so far. Today we shall be talking about few guidelines for your safety and safety of man and machine during lockdown. So we start up with the session. So here we talk about safety of man and machine during the lockdown and how to maintain your park equipment and staff during the lockdown to ensure smooth transition to operational capabilities. So what we need to take care of? We need to take care of removal of potentially hazardous material from the park, ISE and factory sites, clearance of animal, reptiles, insects and beehives, maintenance of electrical panels and supply lines, inspection care of facility, other general steps, procedures. Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So what we mean by removal of potential hazards. Now parks, ISE factories have been shut and closed since mid-March, expect to remain so until end of May. This my expectation. We might open up early, but looking at the scenario, I doubt if we would be able to open up by May end or before that. Now, parks, IAC setups, machinery designed for continuous regular usage. Now, when any machine is designed, it is designed for a particular usage. It's just to give you an example, a car, if you use it regularly, you require the maintenance on a given schedule, whatever is the schedule given by the original company. But if you park it for 40 days or maybe more than that, definitely the batteries go down, the tires might get deflated, the tires would get cracks. There's so many other issues which would come in. So we need to take care of, which we are presently not able to take care of. Majority of us, I'll say, not take care of for the machines which are there at our centers. This presents the issue of maintenance and post-lockdown procedures to ensure machine operability and staff as well as guest safety. Certain steps and guidelines have been listed out to help ease the process. We'll just share in the same with you. First thing first, it is strongly recommended that there should be at least 3 to 4 people in each group with proper PPE and specific instruments like gunny bags, snake sticks, extra. I'll explain in the later stages why. We need to follow the guidelines as per the government recommendation on PPE. Then we need to also make an SOP is to be made, which starts from home to work, at work, and from work to home. The SOPs need to be made properly. It should be documented so that we have in records also like what we followed and what we missed. The basic things which we need to maintain or have, any person who is the staff who is going to the park facility should have masks, should have hand gloves, should have sanitizers during the process in the park. Also, they should be washing their hands every hour. So all those things should be, SOP should be made on that. Every hour they should wash in the hands, way back. Now, even getting in permissions from the government departments, that is one of the major issues which we might be facing in. But definitely, I recommend that as we did in our park, we asked we gave in a written letter to the government, to the concerned department, that our staff needs to visit the facility because we are at park or at the factory, we are having potentially hazardous chemicals with us, which need special care. And the same is the case in the parks also. We have shed out leaves by the trees, which can, because the temperatures going high, as we have been sitting inside indoors, we don't know what is the temperatures which have changed outside. They have drastically changed in the past few days. So the cause of fire, the element, one of the elements is already there. The second element of heat is getting up every day. So we need to take care of that. Just for example, you can see in this picture that there are so many leaves which are lying in. Now these leaves are a major threat. Now they need to be taken care of. Now how do we take care of it is, hazardous materials stored at the park facility can be potentially hazardous, as many materials tasks could have been left incomplete, unattended due to the lockdown. The following must be cleared out to ensure safety. Now, by this I mean there's so many leaves over here, and heat is already there. So this can lead to a potential fire, which can be hazardous. On the last working day, which was probably a Saturday, I suppose, there must be some jobs which we were doing in, and we expected them to be completed on the next coming day or maybe Monday. They would have been left incomplete. Now they can be potentially a hazard to us, or they can be a hazard to the plant and machinery which we are using in. So it is they need to be taken care well. When we talk about specific about parks or factories, we have normally parks have lot many plantations, lot many trees. Greenery is what is the basic core of our industry. So these leaves need to be taken care of. They have to be disposed of properly. But when we talk about cleaning the facility at this time, as we have been seeing in regularly on TVs, on different channels, on the news channels, that in Australia you can see kangaroos roaming around on the roads. In Kerala, we can see the elephants roaming around on the roads. There's so many other issues, or so many you can see in videos where snakes have come up into houses. So these are potential threats to us: animals, reptiles, insects. And this will be covering up in the later points, like how to take care of it. Check for storage of inflammable substances. As we all aware of, especially for manufacturers, we have so much of inflammable substances like we have materials like various chemicals, maybe diesel, maybe petrol, maybe resins, acetone, thinners. Now these chemicals normally build up their own fumes, and with the heat, the fumes proportion goes higher. Now we have the threat of them, exploding out or catching up a fire. So these need to be taken care by. Check in for complete work left on the last working day, which can harm or have serious consequences. There might be that we were, molding in a fiberglass slide into a RTM machine or through a manual molding. It was partially done. So it might damage, in case it might damage the pattern itself, the mold itself. There might be painting jobs left out half in between, which were supposed to be carried out the next day. The paint guns need to be taken care of. The molding machines need to be taken care of. Other machines, whichever potential threats which can think of, that needs to be taken care of. Proper storage of chemicals like chlorine gases, extra in amusement industry. In amusement parks, we are using chlorine, we are using various other chemicals, which need to be taken care of. And during this lockdown period, we have left them halfway. So now we'll talk about any gaseous chemicals are stored in the factory, like petrol, diesel, thinner, resin, catalyst. Then their lids be opened and gases be released and tightened back. So whoever goes in, and if it is a factory, definitely you can have a particular staff or designated staff from a particular department to be taken care of. Whoever can go in, they can open up the lids of the cans, containers, so they can release the gases, which would release the gas. Once the gas is released, you can then tighten up the lids again and be more secure and safe. Segregate the chemicals, reacting components in separate areas. As I said, in case we have been there and our staff would have been there, they would have been segregating it on routine base. But whatever chemicals they were using on the last given day, they might be lying in very close proximity to each other. So we need to segregate them well. And preferably far away from electrical components, because electrical components is something which, again, might spark even a small spark can become a huge cause. Store them as per the guidelines of manufacturers. Example, cool and dry areas, or dry areas, or humid areas, wherever according to the manufacturer, whatever the guidelines are issued by the manufacturer for that particular component. Another threat is LPG, oxygen cylinder, acetylene cylinders to be secured separately in a cool, dry place. Maybe the last working day, the guy who operates the gas cutting or gas welding did not disengage the oxygen or the LPG cylinder or the acetylene cylinder. That needs to be taken care of. That need to be disconnected, and they need to be secured and safely placed in different locations. It is highly recommended that for manufacturers where you are using in tons of resin every day, or might be storing in tons of resins in your stock. So don't keep them to a close proximity as we do it in our routine life. So keep them far away, so that in case of incident, some protection is there. Same thing goes for when you have amusement park. We have kitchens, we are using storerooms, we have LPG gas or PNG gas stored in with us. So those cylinders should be kept at suitable distance in cool, dry places. Don't keep them stocked into one location. Keep them as far as possible. Disengage the lines to the kitchen. Block the line temporarily with whatever ways and means you can, so that the lines don't get choked or blocked. Now here we talk about clearance of animals, insects, reptiles, and beehives. Now, where can we find them? When we go in routine life, these insects and reptiles don't come in when humans are there. They are afraid of humans most of the time. Most of the animals are. So the potential threat would be that they might be hiding in bushes, in hedges, in tanks, in holes, anywhere they have hole, under the platform of rides or drive areas, under slides. Balancing tanks is one major threat. Wave pool machine rooms, which is normally under the ground, so it's more chances of they hiding there. Empty pools, rooftops, even false in our office. Might not be snakes, but yes, lizards and rodents. You'll normally find them in control panel. I don't know the reason why they like getting into the electrical panels, but you will normally find rodents and the lizards in the electrical panel. Restaurants, the shower room, the changing room, the washroom, the locker, parks. Then there can be in sewer main holes, overflow channels, kitchen and large utensils, unused vehicles. You must be having a vehicle at the facility, so that again needs to be taken care of. It needs to be started. It needs to be rolled over for a few seconds or few minutes, and kindly ensure that there are no reptiles or things getting into it before that. Cabinet, drawers. Then so this list is vast. You can wherever potentially you can think of, it can be fountains, generators, homes, STP, TV plants. The list is vast, so you can prepare your own list according to the facility which you have, and which potential areas you think they can be added up to the list. Now we just speaking the snake, it says if it is cold and dark, I'll hide there. So any place you can think of which is cold and dark, we can have these reptiles getting into the place. So take care of them well. Now we talk about abnormalities. It is very essential at this particular time to inspect the park, IAC factory site for any abnormalities. The process should be done in as subjective a manner as possible and thoroughly. We should not be limiting to a particular area or a zone. It should be done throughout the facility. Now we talk about plant and machinery. Now plant and machinery need special attention, as I told before restarting. As the machines have been shut for a long period, they would need special care before starting. Some of the crucial components and care they need are listed below. Electricals is one thing. Then we have divided into waterworks, dry rides, water rides, indoor amusement centers, and food court. So these are the 6 major components which I thought of that we need to especially take care of. We will start at point wise. You can see in specific layout of electrical layout panel. I'm going to start up with this. We have a picture of a ELCB, just for reference. You might be having a ELCB which looks different. Electrical panel is the first item staff must go and test. Now, before we do anything else, we need to go and check the electrical panel first. So definitely your team should have an electrician going along with them, maybe at least 2 electricians. Check that the power is shut off for all sections of the park. They should immediately go and shut down the power for all the zones, individual zones which you have according to the panel or the panel design which you have. Then they should test the ELCB of the main panel. Check for loose cut cables, if any, into the control panel. As I told earlier, lizards and rats, rodents, they normally get into panels and they cut the wires and cables. Have a thorough check on that. Inspect the general condition of the panel, dust, and other things that need to be taken care of. Then after that, they should move out and go to sub panels. Check the sub panels again thoroughly for cut cables or loose connections or other reptiles or anything hiding inside them. Check if all right slides, attraction, major equipment, ELCB, MCBs are shut down. All equipment, anywhere they find in any MCB, any switch, any ELCB needs to be shut down first. Then you can switch on the supply zone oblique attraction wise. Switch on the related zone attraction sub panel and perform ELCB test. Now, when you're doing this particular task, kindly ensure that somebody is monitoring regularly at the amp meter. If they find any irregularity, any change, major change, because we're not started out of any of the equipments, we just started the panels. So in case there's a power withdrawn, definitely the ampere would be there. They need to take care of that, what zone they found the abnormality at. Ensure nothing is placed under or near electrical switches, socket instrument, sockets or distribution boxes, so that in case there's a slight spark or chance of a spark, the fire should not be caused. They should be very careful and precautious about it. And one person, if possible, should be always be on the main panel and on communication with the staff which is moving around. Maybe the walkie-talkie or whatever source of communication they can have. And in case of abnormality, any abnormality, you can immediately switch on the main panel. All electrical hand tools to be unplugged and stored. In case of the last working day, somebody has left in a hand tool which has been connected and the switch is on. Maybe the equipment is off individually, but the main switch and the power is plugged in. That should be unplugged. A welding set and other heavy electrical machines to be disconnected. Normal routine, we do not disconnect the main power supply. We normally switch off it from the instrument part. Here we recommend that because we don't know how long it is going to go in. So I normally strongly recommend that you disconnect from the main panel. If you have a ELCB or MCB, whatever is connected to the welding set or other heavy electrical machines, they should be disconnected. The smaller machines should be unplugged. Waterworks. Now, waterworks we talk about is the water flows which we have wherever we have stored in waters. Here in the picture, you can see in a particular picture where we have a picture of a fountain where the water has dried up. Algae formation has been there. We can see another picture where the tap water is coming. It is yellowish in color. It is all contaminated. The water tanks are contaminated. So first thing in this would be switch on the source of water supply, the bore well, or if you have a municipal line, which normally is not there, but the bore well, and let it flow into the drain for at least 5 minutes, because the water which is underground would have contaminated by now and stagnant for so many days. So better you switch on the bore well, let the water flow into drain for 5 minutes. If the fountains were left with water, definitely they would have been, the water would have contaminated by now, and this probably would have been the same by now. Would strongly recommend that drain the water and clean the algae. If you have RO plant, now this is another precaution which you need to take care of because of these machines or the RO plant. Clean the system, run on backwash for 5 to 7 minutes at least, then rinse for 2 to 3 minutes, and run the RO water and drain for 2 minutes before drinking in case you are going to drink in, or in course. Otherwise also you have to run the RO plant, because in case you do not run the RO plant, possibility of the filters going bad is 90 to 100%. Possibility of membrane choking in, which is again expensive product, are very high. Probably I'll say probably 60 to 70% chances are there that in case you not use the membrane for RO for such a long time, the membrane would get choked. Drain all overhead tanks. Clean all drinking water tanks before refilling. Refill them only if you're going to use them during lockdown. The staff who's at the park, probably the security guards or other people. All washroom flushes and urinals water may be flushed for at least 2 to 3 times. In case you do not do this, the water which is stagnant to the tanks or into the pots, that will leave a permanent mark on the urinals or the WCs. And to maintain the hygiene or to look good, you might have to replace them, or they'll look dirty. So better you flush them 2-3 times so that the marks go away. All floor mattings which we normally use in our parks and washrooms and changing rooms and other things should be rolled and stored. Getting to dry rides. Check the drive area and rotating area for any unwanted substances of material. This is one thing which I'll recommend, because we are going to perform certain tasks which might hinder or lead to a damage in case we do not have take care of this particular point. Any object lying in onto the rotating area. If the ride has pneumatic or solid tires and the tire is inflated, rotate the ride and ensure the tire rotates 180 degrees, else would leave a permanent mark or damage to the tire. As I spoken earlier, that in cars also, it is recommended that we, roll the car and make the bottom side up. So it is 180 degrees of rotation. So that should be done. Do not run the ride for a complete cycle until and unless all steps in daily, weekly, and monthly maintenance are performed. This is, I strongly recommend that please tell your staff, until and unless you have maintenance staff going along with them and performing in the daily, weekly, and monthly maintenance, they should not run the ride for a complete cycle. They should just roll it to half a cycle, or just to ensure that the tire on the bottom side goes to the top side. After this, ensure the control panel is locked position and covered properly. If possible, cover the motors and drive with plastic sheets, just to avoid dust and other foreign particles getting into the thing. If possible, remove the pressure from the tire. It doesn't mean deflate the tire, but just disengage the tire if possible. Inflatables, if any, should be deflated and stored indoors. There might be certain inflatables which we have left into the open because we were supposed to use it the next day. So now it has been a long time, and because of rain and sun, they might they're softer material, so they might get damaged. So better you deflate them and wrap them up and store them in a cool, dry place. If you have rides which have wire ropes or the load on the wire ropes, because of the load being on a particular area for such a long time, there might be deformations into the wire ropes. So it is recommended that you either try to remove the load from there, or you move the location so that the load is shifted to some other place. Lubrication for wire ropes is a very must with the manufacturer's advised lubricant, because it will be lying in open, in sun, in open weather with the water falling into it. So the chances are that it might get damaged. Lubricate all foundation bolts, because they might be getting in rusted by now, or they might be start up with the rusting now. So better you lubricate the foundation bolts, or wherever you feel that the rusting has started up, or you can see the signs of rusting coming up, lubricate that area at the moment at least, so that you can once you open up, you can, or before opening up, you can again take care of it properly. Getting on to water rights maintenance checklist. In case of the slide was not thoroughly cleaned on the last working day with fresh water, there would be a scale of chlorine and dust accumulated on the surface. Normally, we recommend that the slide, whenever we operate them, after the last cycle, the slide should be washed with fresh water, not with the cool chlorinated water, but with the fresh water. So in case it was not done, or if your facility is not taken care of that in design factor, then at least thoroughly wash it with the fresh water if possible. Do not run as I have stated over here, do not run the slide pump directly. Pumps, as they have been dipped into water, if they are submersible or they are other pumps, do not run them. Don't try to run them, because if you run them, definitely they'll suck in dirty water from the contaminated water from the borewell or the tank, the balancing tank. So do not run. Even not only that, the pump seals might have gone bad by now. They might get overloaded. They might have choked. The sections might have choked. So better you don't run the pumps. Just clean the water. That's it. If the pool was left with water, it would be contaminated by now. If possible, drain the water out and clean the pool. Now here I have shown in a picture where the water you can see it's all contaminated. So this can lead to a permanent mark in the pool or on the tiles or the floor. So better we clean this pool. And it is normally recommended that the pool not be left empty. Keep it at least 2 inches or 50 mm of water on the surface of the pool if it is not a slope pool. If it is a slope pool, then you need not do it. But if it is not a slope pool, it is a straight bottom pool, then you can have at least 2 inches of water retained into it. Remove all the gratings and store in shaded area. Normally we pools, we have overflow type pools in industry, water parks. So those pools have grating covers. So those gratings, if it is water flowing along with it, then it is fine. If there is no water, there is no point storing them outside. So it is advised to stock them and keep them into a cool shaded area. Drain all pressure vessels and keep the drain plug open. This applies to pressure sand filters, compressors, etc. Now, when we talk about pressure sand filters, the water is there already there inside the tank and is getting contaminated. So what do we do with it? It will spoil the whole media. So better you drain it out, let the water flow out, and keep it empty. So once we start the session, coming season, whenever we're opening up the parks, we can clean the media or clean the tank and then refill with the fresh water. For compressors, normally the compressors in the suction, they get moisture accumulated into the tank, which can corrode the tank from inside. So it is strongly recommended that you drain the compressor. You can just take the plug out and keep it out only. Just keep it as a safer location so that once you start back, you can put the plug back again. Costumes, definitely. There might be costumes which are lying in laundry. There might be costumes which are lying in washing machines. They're in open area. Better take care of them. Whatever storage possible, you can store them properly. Same applies for floats and mats. We need to deflate them and store them properly. Audio system for the rain dance, which is normally there in the rain dance, everyday usage there, and it is done properly. But with such scenarios, with the audio system, which is the most expensive thing, one of the most expensive things which you have over there, the rodents might cut the wires or spoil the whole system. So if you can disconnect it and store it into a safer place, it will be wonderful. Indoor amusement centers maintenance checklist. Now here, we have to follow the same guidelines as of electrical components maintenance checklist. It's almost the same. Main panel to be disengaged or sub panels to be disengaged, and then test to be done, and again switch on the same thing. Ensure all machines are unplugged from the power source. As you can see in the picture, we have disengaged. We have removed the plug. Normally they're kept plugged in routine days and MCB dropped in. So here we'll recommend that even the machine to be unplugged. We have lot many giveaways in ISCs. They should be packed and stored safely at the moment. You need not do anything more than that because you cannot spend that much of our time. So just store them safely. There are lot many eatables in our refrigerators, deep refrigerators and things like ice creams and other stuff. They need to be checked for expiry and inventorized, discarded accordingly. 40 days have already passed in. If it is another 15 days, that means 55, 60 days, 2 months. I don't think much of the products have a shelf life of more than that. So check on the expiry and discard them accordingly. All refrigerators should be switched off and power disconnected. Recommend that they should be deep cleaned, put on defrost if connection is on, or otherwise you can just disconnect them, remove the stuff from there, just clean them once with vinegar or whatever surface materials which have been cleaning in with earlier, and keep them switched off. All inflatables to be deflated and stored safely in case you are using inflatable things in your park, in your ISC. All rides or games to be parked in safe home position. Take necessary precautions from rodent and insects. Now, as IACs are mostly indoors and in cool, dry places, because the AC is not running in, power is off, it's dark, chances of rodent and insects are getting into your facility is much, much more higher than any other place. So, whatever precautions you can think of, take care of it. One of the precautions which you can take care of is AC vents or ducts. They be covered with plastic sheets. So you can just put duct tape and put up a plastic sheet so that they are covered. All other major equipment like snow machines or compressors follow the guidelines of the manufacturers. What he says, you can probably talk to him over the phone also and ask him how to take care of the equipment at the moment when it is switched off for such a long time. Because there's no point keeping them on, for snow parks. It is expensive. Definitely share important numbers with your security staff, because it might not be your own property, it might be a mall or another center. So security staff should have all the numbers concerned for the people's number, which can be contacted in case of an emergency, and display them outside the main gate also. Food courts, as I told earlier, best before is something which you need to take care of. We give an example of, cleaning the refrigerators, deep refrigerators. This might be the condition of the gas stove, which would have looked clean and sparkling, but this might be the condition right now. Again, in food court also follow the same guidelines as listed in electrical components maintenance checklist, like switch on the power supplies, disengage the machinery which you have, the refrigerators, the deep refrigerators. Ensure all machines are unplugged and powered from the power source. E-tables should be checked for expiry and inventories discarded accordingly. There might be many e-tables which were consumables for food which they were using in, like masalas and other things. They might have been open, so they need to be discarded. Whatever other stuff which you have in stock need to be checked for the shelf life or whatever is expiry, they're best before. Take necessary precaution from rodents and insects. Again, something which is bothering everybody a lot, because you have packet of wafers, chips, ice cream, and so many other stuffs which probably are either going to be consumed by these rodents or getting expired. Gas cylinders, as informed earlier, to be disconnected and stored in a cool, dry place, preferably at a safe distance, because we have many cylinders which are being used in case you do not have a CNG or a PNG connection. If you're using in commercial cylinders, then they need to be kept at safe distances. Check thoroughly for any algae rusting in kitchen area, utensils especially. And utensils, if possible, keep them upside down so that the chances of outside or objectionable material getting into it is less. Ensure the ducting exhaust system is off, and if possible, wrap the vents with plastic sheets. All consumables to be wrapped and packed in thick plastic bag or containers. If you have steel containers, it is the best. Stack plastic bottles, Tetra packs, cardboard boxes properly. Now, this again will be covering up later sessions, like how to, when we talk about pre-opening, post-lockdown, we'll guide you on how to take care of this. So what next? We have done for a checklist for what is to be done. Now I recommend that this practice. Now we have not done it for 40 days now because the temperature is going high. We recommend that this practice to be done every 15 days. Now, once you have done all these things, switch off the attraction-wise supply, switch off zone-wise supply, switch off all office electrical equipments. Office equipment, definitely if you have computers and printers, definitely try to cover them up if you have the coverage sheets. During switching off of the electrical panel zone-wise and the main supplies, ensure the pathway lights, pole, emergency lights are not switched off from the mains. This for the security reasons. The security guards might be moving around in the park in the night, so they have to have lights, whatever lights you have made available to them. Switch off all lights, fan, other switches. Remove any extension boards. Extension board definitely should disconnect from the main plug. Plug out all electrical components. Power off all UPS inverters and disconnect the supply unless required for security and CCTV. If possible, disconnect the batteries from the terminals, including DG sets, if not used. Now, DG sets or UPS inverters, I will strongly recommend that the batteries be disconnected. As shown in this picture, you can just remove the batteries, because in case it gets on, keeps on charging in, if it is a lead acid battery, it will get spoiled. If it is not being charged, definitely is going to get discharged by them by the time you start using it again. So it is better advised to remove the plug. And if possible, if you have petroleum jelly or any other equivalent thing, you can apply it to this so that it doesn't get corroded. Now this is a major concern. Ensure the fire extinguishers are not in ensure the fire extinguishers are in good working condition. Now this is a major point which needs to be taken care of. We are not there at the park facility, and it is the staff who are going to use it. Security staff, I'll say. Now, in case they are reaching up the expiry date, what do we do? That's a risk factor. So kindly ensure that whatever best precautions you can take care of, that they are filled or they are pressurized enough to be used in case of an emergency. Lock and secure all gates and doors for generator rooms, power panels, admin blocks, tower, extra, until unless they are required by the security staff for movement. Ensures security staff has the required equipment needed, torch, stakes, extra. Now it is 40 days. Their battery cells might have gone bad. So if you can send them torch cells or torches or whatever required equipment, this should be provided with the required equipment. Advise security staff to use gumboots, because they'll be moving around in the park. And as I told you, insects and reptiles is something which is going to be a danger point. So they'll be using gumboots. Security staff to use signaling methods for communication. Now we cannot be relying upon just one type of whistle. Normally they have a communication, but kindly ensure they have a good whistling system. Say one whistle for safe, two whistles for attention, three for suspicion, four for emergency situations. So accordingly they can whistle and they can signal to each other on what is the condition when they are moving around in the park. Ensure the security staff has all important phone numbers handy with them, each one of them having numbers of emergency numbers like fire, ambulance, or even the staff to be contacted in case of an emergency. I have few videos, but I think the time is going out, so I'll not play it at the moment. I'll seek permission from the host in case we can play them afterwards. Basically, the video you can have a look at them at YouTube also. WHO guidelines for washing hands. You can tell your staff to wash them definitely before going to the facility. They should be doing it every hour or every 2 hours. How to put up a mask and how to remove up a mask is another crucial thing which they need to be guided upon on how to do it. Wearing gloves and removing gloves, another thing. I have another video which is of Worlds of Wonder Noida. So probably if time allows, I'll play that also. I'd like to thank you, and I'll probably say that be safe. Try to make the situation more comfortable at parks. Make it more convenient so that transition is easy. When you're transition from non-operating to operating, that becomes easier. Thank you everyone. Mr. Razi.
Thank you, Anuj. I think this was a great session, and we have received a lot of encouraging feedbacks also. Some people said that they never knew that there was so much to do when the park was closed. And some people have also requested that if you can circulate the checklist to them, like which you showed in the slides, so it will be helpful for them to actually go back and work upon.
Okay.
And there was one question, like you have not mentioned anything about STP, ETP. Anything has to be done regarding STP, ETP plant?
Yes. See, STP, ETP, when you talk about, the situation over there, they might have dried up by now. The water would have dried up. Now, in case the water has dried up, the bacteria would have died. So, but definitely the bacteria would, come back again once you start the process of the regular cleaning. All the water, wastewater, which is going from flushes and other places, it is going to STP, ETP. So that will regenerate and it will start working again. But definitely we need to take care of his insects and reptiles over there. That's another point or position to take care of very well.
Okay. If anybody else also wants to ask questions, they can put it in the chat box so that we can it not be able to take all the questions, but anybody wants to keep questions can put it in a chat box. In the meantime, since we have approximately 10 minutes, if there are people who are there in members who would also like to share something from maintenance of park, it would be a great session. Mr. Balakrishna Kini, would you like to say something on the maintenance of park? Would you like to add something to the session?
Yes, sir.
If anybody else also wants to speak, they can raise their hand so that we can call them. There's no problem. But we have a little session, so we will not be able to ask everybody. But whatever we will try, we'll do. So, Mr. Balakrishna, yeah.
Thank you very much, Anuj Sarin sir, for this precise presentation. It was given in a very detailed manner. We at GRS have been following many of these points, but after this presentation, we have got some more points, very important, which we'll be implementing it. So currently, some of the things that we are doing is we have our garden team, daily few persons go in and they take care of the maintenance of the landscape, which is very important. We can't leave it like that because it has taken a lot of time for developing such a landscape.
Yeah.
I think what we are doing is there are small pumps, for regular water supply. So that every 2-3 days, plumbers go and run that. And as you pointed out, it is very important that we run the RO plants, or else choking of the membrane, it will be a very expensive repair later. And also our electrical teams, they every 2 days once they go in and they check for all the electrical points and the main panel rooms. We have some of the ice cream freezers that are running in.
Mm-hmm.
For safety purposes, they go in and they check everything. And we are also, since last 2-3 weeks, weekly our maintenance team goes to the park. They the rides for the lubrication and etc. And after the safety check, they run it for some time to ensure that all the mechanical components are working fine. And have left some water in the pools. So weekly once pool maintenance team goes in and does the scrubbing and suction cleaning, so that to minimize the algae formation. Also, as we had a very good footfall in March as well, and we were gearing up for a very good season. Yeah. So we have a good amount of F&B stocks that were there with us. So we have been contacting with the suppliers and we are returning the items back. So this is some of the important points that we are doing now.
Okay. I agree with what you're doing, and because you're lucky enough to get in passes for getting all these things done on regular basis. There's only one thing which I'll recommend is that you have to valorize whether the products in the refrigerator are worth keeping and running the refrigerators compared to the electricity cost, or you have to do a balance. So
we have done that. So some of the suppliers have taken a few days time to take it back. So for now, we are running those.
Okay.
Anybody else? Okay. Anybody else want to share? Just before we go ahead, even I would like to share something, Anuj, if you allow me.
Yeah.
Like in especially this lockdown has come in the summer season. Unlike normally the parks which shut down, they are used to getting shut down in the winter season. Yeah. So people are used to that. But in summer, the risk of fire becomes very, very high. So we have to be very careful. And in my experience, what I have seen is wherever there is a glossy concave surface, on the surface of the like for the manufacturers, the water slide modules, they are like concave shape. The glossy part is concave.
Yeah,
And
reflection is there.
Yeah, reflection is. So what happens is that the sunlight, it comes on the surface, it penetrates down, and if the bottom is the grass, any flammable material, it is also hot because of the sunlight. So it catches fire, and that has been a very common cause of fire for many people. This is a very common cause. So you should be careful. Like if there's any concave surface where you feel the light can come and it can fall back on any flammable material, means you should either cover that piece or keep it in such a position that the sun rays doesn't fall on it. And that is a major cause of fire, which is a very silent and a slow killer. So be careful.
Definitely.
if you have kept modules which are not installed, they are waiting to be installed, or extra modules are there in the park. Which direction you have kept them in water slides, and if there's any concave surface, just ensure that it is covered so that sunlight don't fall on it. Otherwise, it can throw light on some place and it will catch fire at some time. So.
Exactly.
That is one point. Anybody else wants to speak? We have still 5 minutes, so we can take some questions or some comments. I see Mr. Pradeep Sharma, you also there in this group. Would you like to add anything from your experience?
Certainly. I have one important point. Anuj Bhai has covered everything in detailed presentation, especially when you are going to handle your inflammable material or panels, or wherever you go, wherever there is a fire hazard, please make sure that it's just a suggestion. You carry your fire extinguisher or fire safety equipment in case something happens. So better carry your fire extinguisher with you. That's the only suggestion I wanted to make.
A wonderful suggestion by Mr. P.K. Sharma. In addition to that, I'll just a small point I'll raise in. Whenever you are trying to release gases from different the drums, do not release them at the same time. They might be flammable, or they might be reacting to each other. So do it sequence wise.
I understand some people have raised hands, but I cannot see them over here. So who is the moderator? If you can see them, maybe you can just ask them.
Mr. Muralidhara, we are unmuting. Mr. Muralidhara, are you there? Mr. Rajalu, are you there? Mr. Rajalu? I think you can go on.
Achha, okay. So anybody else, like maybe one or two, somebody from the manufacturer side, or from Mr. Maheshwari, would you like to speak anything? Ms. Ankur Maheshwari? Your name came as a recommendation, maybe. Just. Not there?
A few other people have raised their hands. Mr. Balarama.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. I want to ask Mr. Anuj.
Yeah.
Our rides are mostly driven with hydraulic equipment.
Yeah.
Let me know any suggestions during the lockdown, what care to be taken for the hydraulic equipment, and also before starting the rides.
Yeah, Mr. Balakrishnan. At the moment, we are just talking about during lockdown. So during lockdown, you can, in case it is it's a closed enclosure, just try to release the gases. Just open the lid for a few minutes and then close it down again. There's nothing much which can be done at the moment. The oil might be getting, bad by now. But we'll be definitely be having another similar subjected conference video call again, which would be pre-opening and post-lockdown. So once the lockdown is over, it is announced that lockdown is over, we'll be preparing in few guidelines and what to be taken care of and how to be taken care of for all the 3 zones, which is manufacturing, which is IAC, and for amusement water parks. There are things which need to be taken care of. So we have listed them out, but definitely we'll have to follow the government guidelines also. So according to the guidelines issued at that particular time, we'll be informing everybody on that.
Well, I think we have to close. We have 2 minutes, sir, left. So,
Yeah. So I think we'll have a last person.
Okay, we'll have a last question. No problem.
Mr. Vittal. Mr. Vittal.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Should we drain the all pools water completely, sir, or it will be recycled properly again?
Can you repeat again, please?
Can you
He's
drain
asking-
all pools? Yes.
Mr. Vittal, your voice is not audible. Can anybody read his question?
He's asking if the pool water has to be fully drained or if some water has to be left in the pools.
No, it should be fully drained first with the water which is there at the moment, and then you can refill it with the water for up to 2 inches of the floor area.
Okay.
Okay. There was some question on how to manage HR activities in this period, but I think that is a lengthy topic and we'll have to keep it as a separate session. Correct, Mr. Anuj? Because it will be a long session to talk about it.
Exactly. There are a few. I'll just inform on this. Now I'll just end up the session with few words, and then I'll inform in what is the next course of action being taken by IIFP. We hereby strongly recommend and request park operators, manufacturers, indoor attraction centers to share their views about the subject and content, and also share their experience in the text and pictures post this exercise. Whenever you do this exercise at your facility, kindly share your pictures or photos or in the text matter, whatever you have done and what was your experience about it. This would help enable us to understand better and help in preparing details for post-lockdown guidelines. Now that is again a very important subject, post-lockdown and pre-opening. So there has to be a gap between the lockdown, when the lockdown is open and when we open the parks. So we have to keep a margin of a week's time so that we can take care of all the equipment. For that, we'll definitely need feedback from as many people as possible to enable us to, prepare the further guidelines on that. So that was the one feedback which I'll request everybody to give in as much as possible, with pictures, with videos, with text, whatever way possible you can do in. And also would recommend that this process be recorded with you at your facility. It will enable you to understand the lockdown situation and the post-lockdown situation better. In addition to this, we have a session on influential marketing coming up soon. It is on 4th of May 2020 at 4 p.m. The presenter is Mr. Ashwin Dange, Business Head, GRS Fantastic Park, Mysore. I would request as many people to join in. The mailer would be sent soon. The link would be sent soon. You can register yourself, and accordingly we can take the benefit of this. In addition to this, we have scheduled every Monday and Thursday, tentatively every Monday and Thursday, we have scheduled for a Zoom meeting where we'll be discussing on different subjects, on what activities you can do in, what activities you can tell your staff to do in. It will be various subjects. It will not be limited to one subject. On different subjects, we'll be having in webinars on that. Over to Razi.
Okay, so Mr. Anuj, on behalf of all the participants, we would like to thank you very much for this, for your valuable inputs on man-machine safety in times of lockdown at parks, ICs, and manufacturer. I'm sure that the information shared will benefit all of us in a great way. Everybody is sending in their thank you messages, and everybody is very grateful for the information you have shared. So it was a great session. Thank you very much. And before we close, like Mr. Anuj just said, our next session is on 4th May, Influencer Marketing by Mr. Ashwin Dange. Do join in. Please pre-book your participation to avoid any last-minute regrets. Thank you very much. I hope you all had a great session.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.